Hey everyone, this is my ugly mug right here. It's good to meet you. So, over the weekend, I went down to Blissful Acres Off Grid Homestead and I met two of, can't even say two of, I will say about seven or eight of the best people I've ever met in my life. Um, you guys may know them. The ones from Simple Life Reclaimed. That's Gary and Mel, and the kids Julia, Abe, and Scarlett. They're always really cool. Um, on an Even Keel was out there. Keel, dude, you were awesome. High Desert Homestead, Moses. Now, Moses in particular, this guy left a huge impression on me, and I'll tell you why. I have not been a religious person, but when that man speaks, you listen. Once again, I'll tell you why. That man is so full of knowledge and wisdom. At one point, I had said that I want to clone him 5 times. That way, everybody that was there could have one. And I still mean that to this day, by the way. Um, Not once did I ever feel that he steered anyone wrong. There was never a lie, a deceit. Um, Everything that he said was the God given truth. Here's the thing, I'm not a religious person at all. I don't necessarily believe in a higher power, but when that man spoke, I listened. I paid attention. Um, that's one thing I definitely don't do with many people. Oh, yeah, religion, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? He definitely had something to say. So, that man, I'm 100% grateful for meeting him, for honestly meeting everybody. Um, Simple Life Reclaimed, I've known them for a while. I've known Gary for the better part of about 10 years. Mel, I've known for about 9 years. So I've known them for a while. On an Even Keel, Blissful Acres Homestead, High Desert, and I'm sorry, Georgia, I forgot your channel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They all left lasting impressions on me that will absolutely stay with me for the rest of my life. Um, Everyone had something to bring to the table. Everyone had wisdom. I literally learned something from everyone that was out there. And if a meetup like this ever happens again, I'm absolutely going to go no matter the circumstance. We'll put it this way. I went out there Saturday morning, met up with Gary and Mel, and we not carpooled, but we pulled our trailers out there to stay the weekend plus some. My plan was to leave by Sunday about 7-ish, so I could be back into town by 9:30, something like that. Maybe a little earlier. The lessons that I was learning and just the overall attitude, honestly, I had to call into work on Monday. Obviously, I put in PTO, with everything going on right now, but I'm an essential. Sorry for all the non essentials out there. Um, but everyone that was out there was just absolutely incredible. Uh, Susan and Rob, some of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life from Blissful Acres. If you two ever need help out there again, I'm out there. No questions asked. Um, the hospitality that they had, the food. Oh, the food was amazing. And by the way, this was from being out there. I don't regret it whatsoever. Um, the food was amazing. The company was amazing. I don't regret it whatsoever. Um, Keel, just an absolute great person. Me, I have more of an offensive type personality. The dirtier the joke, the better. The more offensive joke, the better. Um, this is my wave. Like, just that's kind of my personality. That's what I've adopted. Keel, complete opposite. Coolest guy you'd ever meet, and just I, another person that I absolutely took a lesson from out there. Gary and Mel, I'm always learning things from them. I've been out to the Simple Life Reclaimed farm, palace, house. We'll call it a palace. Why not? Because that's what sounds good right now. Um, and I'm always learning things from them. So, me being a city slicker, I was born and raised in a city all my life. I can bring stuff with me that I would have never known growing up in the city. And honestly, if any of you out there ever have the chance to go to somebody or go to a homestead or somebody that farms or just somebody with acreage and property in general, especially city slickers, I know who you are, you know who you are, you've never set foot in one cow pie in your life. Do it, trust me, because not only are you going to learn a lot about just simple things in life, you are going to learn a lot about that person. You're absolutely going to take away a lot of treasured moments, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to get on here real quick and tell you guys about the journey that I had down there, which brings me to another thought. I think I mentioned a couple times earlier that I'm absolutely not a religious person whatsoever. But for whomever prayed for everybody on the journey there and the journey back, I thank you. Getting out there to Blissful Acres, it's kind of a journey. It's right about 100 miles from my house, almost exactly, right about 100 miles. The last 2 to 3 miles, I would say, is dirt road. There's a graded, maintained road for a little bit, and then there's an unmaintained road. So if they get rain or anything out there, obviously it's going to wash out, anything like that. I didn't realize that on my tow hitch, obviously if you know what a tow hitch is, you've got the metal piece that comes down, you've got the ball on top, which has a shank on the bottom, and it's got a lock nut and a nut on the very bottom. I didn't realize, and it might have been my fault, it could have happened sometime during the journey, I don't know, but the lock nut had broke out from the hitch, and the nut had undone itself to where it was about a turn and a half from falling off the bottom of the shank. And for whatever reason, when I unhooked my trailer when I was getting ready to leave, I didn't close the charging port on the side of the trailer. So at one point I had turned just right and I saw it in my mirror. So I said, "Oh, okay. I need to stop and close that on the way home because I still have the graded room or the graded gravel road to go down. I don't want dirt in there." And so I did that. Turn around, go to walk back to the truck, and something told me to look at the hitch. When I looked over at the hitch, I saw that the nut was down about that far. So it had come down probably 25 to 30 turns, and it was about ready to fall off. So whoever prayed for me, at the very minimum, you saved my truck and trailer, which that's nothing. A human life is worth way more than anything monetary. Um, you saved my life at a you know at a very very good point in my life. So I just wanted to hop on here and thank you guys, and for everyone that I met over the weekend. Blissful Acres and High Desert and On an Even Keel, Simple Life Reclaimed. Thank you all. And over the weekend, I'm absolutely taking everything that I learned from every single one of you and applying it into my everyday life. I just wanted to get on here real quick and say that. Thank you guys. Love you.